Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today guys, I'm going to be talking about, can Gateshead actually get promotion? I mean, we've started the season off really well. In the first 3 games, we've picked up 2 wins and a draw, scoring against Halifax, may I add. Wow, that's something in itself. But no, the big question is, can we genuinely get promotion? Because obviously last year, we know what happened with the playoffs. We did finish in the playoffs, but unfortunately, the council, the lease on the stadium, just didn't have it long enough lease. But that has been sorted on, I believe. From what I know, it's been sorted, so we can now go up. It's just obviously the big question is, will we make the playoffs again? We've started off really strong. I think we're second in the table currently. In fact, I'm just going to check now. I'm sure Eastleigh beat Solihull last night. If they did, then Eastleigh are top of the table. Yeah, they are top of the table. Guessing the word, it doesn't show the results, but they are top of the table. But we have started the season off really strongly. I mean, if you told me that we could get 7 points from our first 3 games, I'd bite your hand off, because that is really good for us. Second in the table at the moment. It's a really good start. We won the FA Trophy last season, which just showed what a good squad we have. You know, the heartbreak of the playoffs, just for us to go out and do that. It's really good from the club. And we've recruited really well this summer. I'm going to go through the transfers in just a moment from this summer. And just in terms of squad depth, it's absolutely unbelievable for a National League side. But, you know, a team like Gateshead, we struggle to attract players, but because of the way we play and because of, you know, the plan that's been set and the sort of project we've got going, it just attracts players, and we're looking really good. It's just, can we carry this on throughout the whole season? The only thing that's really stopping us from getting promoted is injuries. We've already seen it with 2 big injuries in Joe Grayson and Greg Ollie, which I'm not going to go into too much detail about, because that is something completely different to just an injury that's really serious. Obviously wishing them both to get well soon, get back on there on the pitch, and hopefully get promoted. But that is the big what if, because this league this year is really open. I mean, I'm going to talk through the teams that are unbeaten so far. Eastleigh, us, Sutton, Oldham, York, Hartlepool, Southend, and that's it. You know, Forest Green, if they did not so far defeat a Barnet last night, it was a narrow defeat, then they would have been another team. But Sutton are really, at the minute for me, are probably the favourites. It's just all about whether we can keep containing our players, because we've seen what happened last January. The good thing about it this year is, I don't think, apart from Mark Beck, we've got 0 loan players. So if there is players going to be leaving, it'll be on some good money coming into the club, which is obviously going to help. So players like Whelan, Richardson, players like that who were linked with a move away in the summer, if they get a move in January, which obviously I'd back, because, you know, it's money coming at the club, it's what we need. And, you know, we've seen what happened. We recruit really well. We lose big players, but we recruit the money into better players. Not better players, but just quality players. But anyways, enough waffling about that. Let's get straight into our transfers so far this summer. Starting off, shall I start from the bottom to the top? It's not in any sort of order, so I may as well just start from the top. What it says here. Charlie Colkett, who we just signed last night before the game against Halifax. I don't think he came on. No, he didn't. So we'll not really see much of him, but he is a really quality player. He used to play for Chelsea, which is unbelievable. I'm sure he played in Champions League for them at one point, if I'm wrong. But no, he's a player who will be linked with over the summer, and getting that done is a really good player. Brandon Hunstrup, who we seen came in on the back end of last season. He did come in before the transfer window closed, but was injured, which is a problem he's had recently. But he has signed a free transfer. He played 45 minutes against Bromley last year, and he was on trial against Farley Celtic for the first half. But no, he's a good player, and he'll definitely prove to be a quality player, obviously with the fact of Joe Grayson's injury. Jamie Bramwell, who brought in from free transfer from Grimsby, he's got links with Louis Story from his time at Newcastle. He's been loaned out to South Shields. Jacob Butterfield, experienced player who's had stuff at Championship level, full seasons in the Championship, and so far he's been a really standout player, and he will continue to be that. Ona Senni's the star player by far. Came in, he's already bagged loads of goals pre-season and in the season, and obviously he's got links with Dejan Brown. Free transfer from Derby. It's a lot of free transfers, yeah, which is something that obviously we do due to the fact that we're not got the biggest budget. But if we can keep hold of Otis Senny, I think he's the main man who could probably make a move in January, which we just got to avoid. But yeah, quality player. Fenton John, who we've now loaned out to Morpeth, keep his development going. Ben Fell, who we signed from Blythe Town. I'm sure he was their star player, young player of the season. He's been loaned out to Walkington alongside, I'm just going to go down a little bit, Ben Williams from the academy, which is not really a signing. But Harry Moss, impressed in pre-season to try as goalkeeper, signed from Burnley under-21s. Not really seen much of him in terms of the season, but you've got to have a backup keeper just in case. Getting onto it, Tiernan Brooks, what a signing. He's a quality Football League player. Signed a free transfer from Notts County. I'm sure they just terminated his deal because I don't think he was out of contract, so I don't understand what's going on there, but I'm not complaining. Will McGowan on a free transfer from Blythe Spartans, a quality young player who has not really had much of a chance so far this season. He started against Halifax, but he just didn't really see much of him, but hopefully he can look to improve. But he's definitely a player, if anything, would probably look to sign out on loan later on in the season, near Christmas. I think a team that would suit his style used to play for them is South Shields. He's a definitely National League North player. I think if anything we'll loan him out to the National League North. Mark Beck, quality player, loaned in from Solihull. He scored 2 goals against win the FA Trophy final. Him coming in, it adds experience and it adds the player who can just get a goal out of nowhere. We've seen it, he scored against Woking from a header. Him from headers is going to be a really, really big thing. Tyrone Newton got released by Luton Town. He was on loan at a National League South club at the back end of last season, but he's a good player and he has proved to be so far. In terms of outgoings, loans, Jamie Brownwell to South Shields, Aidan Rutledge to South Shields, Connor Panny to Blythe, Fenton John to Morpeth, Ben Fell to Walkington, Harrison Bond to Blythe, and Ben Williams to Walkington as well. And in terms of the departures this summer, so players who have departed to different clubs, this can be players who got released, just a roundup of where they've went. Conor McBride has went to Rochdale. I'm pretty sure he's went off to a good start. Denangas went to Bromley in League 2. He started off really, really well. Not got a goal yet, I don't think, but obviously it's the Football League. Jordan Hunt has went to Chester. Joe Crooks went to Worthing. Lyric Asani went to Torquay. Ed Francis with a money move to Exeter. That's definitely a big part of bringing in players on wages. That's definitely filled in the wages. Ed Francis's deal, along with the FA Trophy win. I think that's it really. James Montgomery's retired. Lewis Knight just got released. He's not got a club yet. Let me just quickly check. Has Lewis Knight got a club? I'm looking on transfer market here. No, Lewis Knight's still not got a club. But it's looking really, really good for the season. It's just all about injuries and keeping hold of players. That's the only thing stopping us from getting promoted. But it's a really, really exciting season. Saturday we've got Yeovil at home. Looking a really, really good season. But next Monday I'm going to be at Oldham away, so there'll be a vlog for that. That'll be a big game. Oldham should be up there in terms of the playoffs come the end of the season. But if the stuff with the playoffs is sorted, which fingers crossed it is, then we're on for a really, really good season. But thank you guys for watching, and my next video is going to be this evening, as it's the FA Cup replay between Dunstan and Wickham in a local derby. But until then, take care, and the video should be out tonight, but take care.